Good morning.
Good morning.
Just there we go.
Hello.
Welcome to the AM Morning stream. Yeah, how's everyone getting on?
Yeah. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
So we're back to animating banner.
Yeah, cool. How's it looking?
Okay, yeah. I might paste this in reverse. My legs. And then redo the top.
That makes sense.
Torso.
Yeah. If it's just gonna go back in the same arc, it makes sense.
Yeah, because I pasted the chair back the other way. So let's give it a go.
Hello everyone. Hello Tibbs. Hello Empress Jolene. Hello Hardick. Hello Noah. No one but you says Happy Monday, India.
Well, you're going to have to deal with it.
It's the bane of
I hope it's a very happy Monday.
I look forward to Mondays now, since we get to do the streams.
There you are, you see? That's why it's a happy Monday.
Mm-hmm. That's an Aline.
Aline!
Hello.
What's everyone up to this morning? Or what's everyone up to this Monday? What you guys got on?
Let's see. Okay. Should I try and fix this drawing? Right after right brush.
What are you up to today, Mike?
I'm going to be working on Raven King stuff.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. Might do like 15-minute warm up from line of action.
Okay, so now we have legs. Oh wait a sec. I did that thing where you don't you paste it and then you don't
What'd you do?
when you paste things in Zoom, they maintain a connection to the other frames. Because the pasted one is assumed to be the same. So anything you adjust on it is adjusted on the other frames as well.
Oh.
So I did my torso and then had no torso on the other frames.
Oh.
Which isn't the
That's
best.
deconstructive there.
That's not something you want.
So just automatically like instances the frames rather than copying them.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's cool in a way, but that should be like.
It's cool, but I've done that so many times when I haven't meant to. And I've done it so many times when I haven't meant to and then done other stuff without realising and not had enough undos to go back and change it. Like if you don't realise it can really be a pain.
Is that toggleable setting somewhere?
It might be. I've never looked, to be honest. It might be on preferences.
Greeted. Aline, I've been filming a thing Sunday. I want to draw a messy room full of stuff and 3 characters in it. So I tried SketchUp and yes, okay, the 3D model helped.
Yes.
Oh, but perspective is very hard to nail, and so she tried 3D.
Yeah, and now you've got to draw all the objects and people in perspective as well. Oh, thanks, Tips. Thank you to Mike for the chair movement.
Oh, you really love the chair movement. Cool.
Get to see what's bad and awful about my chair movement as well. Like this.
We want some music. That sounds like a good idea there. Let's do that.
So what you doing about Raven King today?
I'm going to do some thumbnailing. I got 2 days to thumbnail 5 pages. That's my plan. So I'm just gonna do some some of the key moments I have in my head and see which ones work.
Sounds good.
Kind of, I'm approaching it a little bit like how you did with the test page for Glenn, where it's like, this may be in the story, this kind of happens, this sort of thing happens, and keep it more loose.
Yeah. That definitely helped me. If I tried to work it out so it was completely within the story, it would be much longer a process.
Yeah.
And it ended up being in the story anyway, so there you are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, modeling for comic environments is really useful.
We did that in Glim.
Yeah, and it made it so much easier for me. This is like, why haven't I written an in-depth, complex tutorial on perspective yet? Well, that would be amazing, kids, but I guess it would take a lot of time to do that. But whenever the kids tutorial does come out, I'll be reading it for sure. I mean, it would be a long time to practice perspective, but it's in your blood. That's the problem. And I don't think we should put our personal projects and wants and other development on hold until we've mastered each individual element. I think you're learning by doing it now.
Also, artists in the industry use 3D models as reference for their paintings all the time.
I don't think Aline cares about that though. I think Aline's like, it's a matter of other people do it. I want to be able to do it like this.
She asked the question, how many people really use models?
I think she said how many people want to use models.
How many people really use models?
Alright. Okay.
I saw someone do like a really cool lighting paint over of a flatly lit scene, and it was really cool, really crisp as well. I think it was someone at Powerhouse. They were showing how they approached doing the backgrounds for Castlevania.
Oh, did you see Rabbit's asking?
Hey Doug, it's me to ask you, since you know all those colouring shenanigans, I was trying to replicate subsurface scarring in Photoshop, hopefully using blend modes. Do you have any handy tutorials or methods you use for that kind of stuff? Okay, I know what you mean, and I don't have a one method go-to to create the look. But I can try and do one now. I guess. Maybe leave it with me, and I'll see if we can find you a resource that does it better than I would. One thing I could suggest, though, is like if you have, like, say it's your nose, because this is notoriously has more capillaries in it, and therefore it has a lot more blood cells. You can see when light shining through it. I'd do a better nose though. If you are like doing line art with it, it's kind of cool if you change the line art to warm, a warm tone as your base color, base kind of line art color. It'll help convey the feeling that light is passing through the object, and it's just lay down a warm base to work off of. If you lay down a I'm on the wrong layer. This layer. If you lay down a warm undertone, you can paint on top of that as if like you've got the skin going over the top of the really warm tone, and that might help you get that kind of look first. Where is my color window? Color. Here.
Then have any tips on how to be more accurate once I draw and rely less on flipping canvas? The major problem is usually my drawings look very skewed. You don't realise it until you flip. That's something that I struggled with a lot once upon a time, and sometimes my drawings are still skewed when I flip them. In fact, they are pretty frequently. They're not as extremely skewed anymore, they just still have that aspect to them, and I believe it's just practice. I think as you improve your draftsmanship, that will become less the case more and more. Like, I know for me it's becoming less and less a thing. I'm not actively trying to stop it, I'm just actively trying to improve my drawing. And I notice over the past couple of years that when I flip my canvas I have to make corrections less frequently. Does anyone else have any tips on that? Because for me it's just been a lot of doing.
I think if it's particularly faces, a good construction on the first kind of pass will help alleviate like drag or your facial features swimming.
Jolene has a good tip. So she says draw ellipses and squares.
That's cool. I was watching a tutorial on how to draw faces from any angle, and I didn't watch all the way through, but the thing that they suggested first off was if you're drawing face, you could start by imagining a curved sheet of paper and drawing that in the right angle and see if it...
I know who you're watching now, because I've seen that.
Yeah. They also did a nose tutorial, hence why I'm like completely riffing on what they were doing. But yeah, so like you got...
That seems like a really good method, really. I think the one thing you want to be careful of though is training your eye to see symmetrically, which is a good thing to do, but be careful that that symmetry doesn't creep into your drawings, because I personally have a lot of trouble with trying to make things symmetrical when they would be better not to be, such as clothing folds, effects, because my brain wants everything to be symmetrical. I find it hard to do asymmetrical designs, but organic things like that look much better when they are asymmetrical. So just always make sure that you keep asymmetry in mind. Oh Oh no, we realised recently all the circles are skewed.
Oh no.
We've all got the skewed disease. The skewed virus. That's true. Harding makes a good point. You see it, so at least you know, Aline. It'd be worse if you were doing all skewed and thought they were fine.
Yeah. Self-awareness. I don't know where in the tutorial he goes from, I think he starts drawing like noses on them. I should watch the end of this tutorial.
Yeah, I guess that would be a difficult thing to fix. Oh, you check the guides and tools afterwards. Wow, that makes sense. Just draw a perfect ellipse right over using the tool. And be like, where's mine different? I'm gonna do some rainy jazz.
Oh, nice.
Feels like a jazzy kind of morning.
See you, Steiny. Hello, and see you. Good luck with the Gwyn share. I very much look forward to it. So.
Oh, thanks, Steiny. Banter Box says the way you said Eileen makes you remember the song. Come on, Eileen. Hey Gecko, good. How are you doing? Eileen, they may be boring, admittedly, but they are training you in a way that most people aren't trained, and I think it's going to make a big difference. So you printed a few pages with ellipses and circles, and you're training your muscles by going over it. I see. So you're kind of tracing them. Yeah, but Aline, you're a ridiculously strong artist. I think this is just going to make you stronger. I love your dedication to it.
Cynic's designs, yeah, that's where I got it from. He's really, really great at like breaking stuff down. Let's see, what would we do?
Musicians got to practice their skills. Why shouldn't artists do the same? That's a good point, Tips. You got to eat your vegetables. It's not all character design and animation. It's also drawing cubes.
Yeah, it's about learning how to communicate 3D form on a 2D plane.
It's how to convey meaning and feeling.
Ooh! I want to show you a cool tool that I got recently. That
Confidence depressed you today. No.
Sort by date.
Well, get to it then, Aline. I don't want to see no slacking. You hear?
I might actually just be able to go to it. Oh, sweet.
Maybe that isn't a third part of animation, have it? Maybe we need to all make sure we have good fuel in the tank. Broccoli. I Has anyone thought of making like an animation diet explicitly to help you focus on animation? Where it's like, this will help you sit at a desk for a very long time. This will release a burst of energy that's sustainable throughout the day. This will improve this about you, your thing. Body working practices.
Oh, do I need to install it again?
Hooray!
Hello, Elaine. Yeah, I got this thing, like Anatomy 360. But what's really cool about it that excites me the most is if it lets me. Oh wait, I have to. There we go. I can move it around. Is the different lighting setups that you can use on him, like to really show you the difference in like the warm tones and the light tones of skin. Like it feels pretty accurate, but what's the cool thing is you can like change it yourself and also see how different colored lighting can affect skin tone with like different rim lights and everything. So you can quickly like test for your own painting what sort of skin tones might act on a particular skin tone. Like it's probably powerful if you get different models with different skin tones, but you know, in light of that, I think you can actually like reduce the skin brightness, which is less accurate, but you know, this shit's free, so it's got a couple other kind of presets, black and white studies if you want to do like that sort of thing. I'm Space Dad. It's Anatomy 360. So you usually like pay an amount of money for a number of poses from them, but they're running a competition at the moment where they've given this pose away for free for artists to use and enter into a challenge to win their software and win like the stock of their 3D scans of their models. Doing like whole, but Anthony, it's Anthony 360. Yeah, that's a typo. This is Anthony, and you can see him in 360. Yay! But what the challenge allows you to do at the moment is like to get the software and to try it out and test it and see how it would work for you and get accustomed to it. Like you can change the lighting intensities. Top right. The thing I like is like you can put color grading as well. So there's color grading being applied for all your favorite Instagram filters, if you so choose. Because that's the thing. If we're working in the space of making like concept art illustration, what we create will be through the lens of stylization that adheres to the principles of lighting and color, but pushes it to be beautiful. So, shade of light. Hey, night Noah. So I recommend you guys like at least scope it out and see if it's something that will help you. Yeah, so it's the same resource that you linked Space Dad, but they were giving away free renders of their stock models. I clicked on a tab that said challenge and discovered that you can like get the model and mess around with the stuff. Like what does he look like under intense red light with intense. No. And then how does that look like in the context of the green background? You're welcome. Like playing around with the light settings, you can get completely different feels. Very quickly. The field of view is a bit boring. Like the field of view is just a zoom. That would be nice if they would like change the camera angle. So what am I going to do to win that contest? I mean, you could paint a picture of this dude. I think other people were using him as part of like larger paintings and stuff. Let me see if I can find the contest for you. So the contest is running until the 27th of March. So it's not on for all that long.
That's monthly.
Yeah, so this is like some of the entries so far.
Just incidentally, the Anime Monthly theme has been announced. And it's not too far off the theme that Hardik came up with for us in the Animation Breakfast Club. We didn't want to wait much longer because we thought that maybe Ross had forgotten, so we came up with our own theme. Hardik suggested tired. Turns out the actual theme is stress. So
there you go.
Yeah, it's not too far off. Sounds like Ross is just going to sleep with this.
Yeah, India suggested that I did a character painting based on this guy, and then like put my character, skin him with my character's design on top, which I may well do.
Hardik, you have your amazing commission that you worked on. Oh, Aline, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see you sculpting again. I'm so bad at sculpture though.
Maybe that's a clear sign that you should try it out.
I do try it, but it takes so long and I'm so bad. I'm like, oh, I could be practicing animation right now, but instead I'm making really bad sculptures for like 8 hours a day.
We need to break that mindset that like doing something other than animation isn't directly feeding into your animation.
I'm a lot better about it than I used to be. Like, at least now I'm doing comics and stuff.
That's true. Ah, cool, yeah. Sure, Space Dad. I don't know what I'm doing with this nose anymore.
I believe you were trying to show subsurface scattering.
Oh, I was, yeah. Like, I know what I'm meant to be doing.
Thumbnails.
Okay.
Or is that not what you mean?
I mean, I meant I don't know how I want to achieve the subsurface gardening anymore. Like it'll take me a little time to figure out. I know what I'm meant to be doing. I like the little highlights that happen just here when the cheek is meeting the nostril. It makes me happy.
Maybe we should round out today by doing some life drawing together.
Like the end of today or the
Stream.
The end of the stream? Sure.
You, me, and everybody.
Okay.
How does everybody feel about drawing some men?
Sure.
Men is what I'm practicing at the minute, so it has to be men.
You're practicing with men.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm getting it. Wait, your animation speed hard low. That is the epicenter of your spiral. That is the epicenter of your spiral of lives.
It's hard at telling yourself it's not good or something.
It sounds like it.
That is a lie. Hard it's extremely good.
You're better than you were, for sure.
I feel like that's a given though. You know?
No. No. Like, people can do something every day and still not improve because they're not deliberately practicing things that push or broaden what they need to do.
That's true.
So, progress should not be assumed. It is dangerous. Alinas, India.
Ah!
Are you still on tea?
Were you drinking too much coffee? Why? Why? Do I sound like I've been drinking too much coffee? I'm still on tea. Mike made me a cup this morning. His fault for enabling me. But I'm on 2 to 3 cups a day now. As opposed to the number I usually have, which is higher.
Yeah.
Hello, non-mouse.
Hello, Anonymous.
You dreamt about it. You've been dreaming about me. Now you need to know. I'm trying to cut down on tea.
On the topic of draftsmanship improving, I noticed that India's her drawing, when she drew Joe for the Golden Lagoon music trailer teaser thing, I noticed her approach to clothing folds, just the overall solidity of Joe just felt a lot stronger, and I think that's to do with she's currently doing layouts for Patrick over storyboard drawings, and his like standard of draftsmanship is high, and so I think drawing by drawing, attempt by attempt, India's pulling up her skills in draftsmanship.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's work in India.
That's good to know. I'm definitely trying. Why putting down you need to know to avoid weird dreams? Well, I'm trying to be a little bit healthier, and I worry that I drink too much tea and that being caffeinated constantly might not be the best thing for me. So we decided that I would try and cut down on the amount of tea that I drink and drink more water instead to be healthier. So I'm meant to be having 2 cups a day, but because I'm on Lady Moon sick time, Mike's been nice and said that I can have 3 cups a day instead.
Christian.
I had 4 yesterday, I believe. No, actually I didn't have 3. I wasn't too bad.
Tea isn't in and of itself unhealthy. The dependence upon the caffeine to get you through your day is.
I don't depend on it. I just like it. But maybe I have come to depend upon it now.
Well, I think if you start to get headaches because you haven't drank enough tea, that's an indicator.
You see, I get headaches, but I don't know whether they're related to tea or not. But they could be.
Yeah.
I do feel like it's been a little bit better with me drinking less tea. But I just love it so much. So good.
That's so gorgeous.
You gotta unlock your willpower instinct. How you doing with that, Buckaline? Oh, Gecko! Well, we'll catch you later. Good luck with all of your deadlines and everything.
Oh, good luck.
We'll hopefully be here when you get back. I'm sure we will. But yeah, good luck with all the scholarships and everything. We know you can do it. Go for it.
Has Jordan finished his 48-hour crunch thing?
He might still have a couple hours left.
We should go invade Jordan after the stream if he's still going. Yeah.
A brain likes pizza. Everybody likes pizza.
The book triggered a strong need for changes in her life, but now she's perpetually angry at herself.
Why are you angry at yourself all the time, Aline? Be nice to yourself.
Maybe it's that the song, you know, hate something, change something, make something better.
Oh,
What?
I really hate that song.
You really hate that song?
Yeah.
Why?
Because the advert's really irritating.
The advert's really irritating.
Yeah.
But that's not got anything to do with the song.
It does, it's associated with it now.
Do you not like the concept of the song? Before you, the ad, like,
I like the concept of the song, I just don't like the song.
Okay.
Not saying it's a bad song, I'm just saying I don't like it. Anger is Aline's life source. Even her happiness comes from anger.
Anger leads to the art side.
Come to the art side. Also, just to say, Tibbs mentioned apple cinnamon muffins earlier, and that does sound like the best thing ever.
Sounds good. Did you also see that someone saw her lightning animation and contacted her and asked whether they could study her animation frames?
No, I didn't, but that's amazing!
That's adorable.
Yes! Tibbs, you've got fans.
Sensei Tibbs.
That's really cool.
That's something to realize. Like, if you do an animation well, you know, if you convey and communicate the movement, it's all in the movement, baby. If you can convey that, communicate that, and the draftsman's strong, then as well as being a really great piece of animation that looks cool and is enjoyable to watch and feels solid, the value of it as well is it can be a teaching aid to, you know, aspiring animators to learn how to do it too. Like there's educational value and built in right there. It's cool.
Yeah, anyone who does anything well, I want to study and inspire. Eileen is Bruce Banner's daughter. And Elaine is your own guinea pigs to help with that. So I don't know if Elaine is helping with the anger issues or with Elaine being Bruce Banner's daughter. Presumably the first thing.
With her anger issues, like cheer her up with guinea pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Guinea pigs are cool. I like learning that your friend had free-range guinea pigs.
How many got killed by eagles?
I don't know. A few?
No!
Yeah, she just lets them run around the garden and be free.
Be free, my friends. Be as the guinea pigs are.
Natural selection. I suppose if they repopulate, you can't really get sad. You
can't get sad if they repopulate.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the thing. I think you're allowed to mourn something that you love when it's gone.
But it's, bunch of furry potatoes, yeah.
That's all Mike is.
I'm not a furry potato.
You are.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm a great deal more than a furry potato.
Potato.
Okay, I'm an owl now.
Potato.
Okay. I hate feet. I can't draw feet. Stupid feet. I'm too stupid to draw feet.
You're not too stupid to draw them. They're wedge shapes. Think of wedges. Think of door stops.
But where does the door stop in there?
I just put begin. I might go and put the heating on because it's cold.
You do that.
It's chilly.
I dare you.
You don't have to dare me.
I dare you.
Okay. Sure.
Oh. That's a bad drawing. Try again.
I wonder if it's still snowy outside.
A little bit.
It's been super snowy the last day.
I don't think it snowed again last night.
Has it been cold for anyone else though?
Hey Elaine, is it cold in Sweden?
Jordan! Oh my god, you're in a stream! What black magic is this? We were just wondering, Jordan, is your 48-hour animation jam still going? I was like, oh shit, it's Jordan.
Whoa!
I know.
I mentioned him and it summoned him. He's like Beetlejuice or the Candyman or something.
Hold on, Aline, what has self-awareness now? Do we say Jordan 3 times?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan. Does it count if, like, you have 2 people and one of them says two times and one of them says it once? Does that count as saying it 3 times? Does it need to come from the same person?
I don't know, because it depends who makes the rules.
Wow. That's a blanket answer for, like, all curses, really.
I like that yesterday you were like, what was it you asked me? You asked me if it was okay to have fish in, if you were allowed, but it wasn't if you were allowed. You're like, can you have fish and noodles together?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't possible to do.
Well.
It's like, well, who makes the rules on what foods you can have together?
Some things taste good together.
Can you have fish and noodles? It's like, yes. You can have anything and anything if you put them together. The world is your oyster.
It's sort of a really good indication of how we're different as people.
Yeah.
where I'm like, can you do this? And you're like, yes, I can do that. Watch.
You have your
Look,
own
Michael,
agency.
I'm doing it.
You're able to do it. You can definitely have fish and noodles if you want to try it.
I need to know it's okay. I need
Who
reassurance.
dictates if it's okay or not okay to have fish and noodles together?
Chefs and cookbooks, and that's why they exist, right? They tell you how to make the good ingredients go together.
They give you recipes, but they don't tell you what you're allowed to eat.
Jordan's at 42 hours.
Oh wow, so close! You can do it, Jordan! How's it going?
Are you winning?
Also linked it, it's always fucking cold in Sweden.
Does it blend?
Both in the weather and in their hearts.
That sounds a lot of... Sorry, that sounds like a lot of... that sounds like a lot of curated disdain for the Swedish.
Oh, Jordan's finished all of them.
Oh.
What are you doing now, Jordan? Are you polishing? That was some fast work.
Yeah, we're looking pretty cool. He's got... Did you see the guy, the model with the... Are they...
I saw some of them.
Film reels now?
I saw some on Twitter.
Oh.
But I think we've only seen like 2 of them.
2 of them in the real life. She's got a foot. It's got some cloth wrapped around it.
So you're rendering 2 of them out, then you're going to see if you can polish the last 2. If not, you'll just turn them into 2.
Turn them into what?
You textured them as show reels now because Tibbs is smart.
Yeah, but turn them into what?
Turn them into the competition.
Yeah.
And then it becomes immediately stressful to hear the word rendering. I can identify with that, Elaine. I remember I always felt bad for the 3D students at our university course, because even though 2D is difficult and stressful and a lot of work, there's something about being like 2 days before the deadline and knowing your thing is going to take like 42 hours to render.
Yeah.
And setting it off and just being like, please no one turn off the computers while I'm gone. Please no one turn off the computers while I'm gone. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Like, without fail, every year there was like 1 or 2 students who were like, it just failed, like halfway through the night, and now I don't have time to render everything.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds so stressful.
I had a situation where, like I think I was putting together a film, and like I was rendering it at the last minute. But yeah, I just when it failed and I knew I wasn't gonna get it in time, I literally just went up to my like lecturer and went, "Here's the situation. I'm trying to render, and I've made and I've cut together the film. I just need to get it into a format to submit to you." And he was just fine with it. He was like, "Yeah, cool, okay."
That's cool.
Like,
I wouldn't have flown with us.
Yeah.
Like with us, we had a submission room in which we had to put CDs, and CDs were the only acceptable format.
Oh yeah, we had the same. Like you had to go up to like the 4th floor in our university and like go into a submissions box with an envelope and everything. Like I still had to go through that process.
Yeah, no, but the thing is that they locked the room.
Oh.
Like the minute after the deadline.
Right.
There was someone waiting by the door at 4 o'clock. And at 3:59 I ran in with my reel and put it down and they locked the door behind me.
Oh, and you were still in there.
No, they locked the door behind me when it came out.
Oh, right.
But what I'm saying is that if I'd been like later with it,
yeah,
then they wouldn't have let me submit it.
Yeah.
It was really harsh.
I guess that like teaches you like get your shit done on time.
Yeah, I think it's a really good technique. Except that's the first and only time they ever did that. It's like the final deadline.
Yeah.
They might be good if they'd called that from being something off, but there you are.
Oh, I think we're getting like a true to life story.
Go on.
I became immediately stressed when I hear the word rendering. Or Elaine says, "Gah!" Or you fall asleep on the couch in the lab and wake up to find another student on your computer. Cancelled your render 2 hours prior, even though you had a sign on water. Renderer, do not even. Rendering, do not even.
That's awful. That person, whoever that one person is,
asshole.
because there's one of them everywhere, who decides that even though you have a sign on your monitor saying rendering, please do not touch, is going to try and render their work on your computer.
Yeah.
Like they deserve anything and everything they get.
One of the circles of hell reserved just for them.
For those people.
Where all they can have is play black.
Like, was my A4 piece of paper that completely covered the monitor not enough for you?
The thing you had to move.
Yeah, you had to literally remove it to see what you were doing.
I like that the magnetic sort of static charge that you used to get on monitors would like adhere paper to them. That was always fun.
Yeah. But yeah, stressful times. For those of you who haven't yet graduated college or university, you've got them all coming, don't worry. It's gonna happen.
Hardick's just like, do you mean my mum in the past? For this person that would just be like, oh, you're rendering something. I don't know what that means.
I don't know, maybe.
I need to put together a birthday card.
You do?
No, as in, like, she needs to make a birthday card or something, and so she stops to... Oh man, she used to do that when I did some overnight 3D renders in the past. It's like, waste of electricity.
Ah! That's such a pain. Like, you either have to do it in the daytime and hope it doesn't take till nighttime, or you have to do it in the daytime and then just can't use your computer to do any work. Just have to let it do the render.
My final film in university was not fully rendered. Just say that right now.
No?
Nope. The first scene was, and a couple scenes throughout, maybe, but everything else was, like, terrible bad.
Mine was. Because it was 2D.
Uh-huh. I think I got through on my uni course on the, just quantity rather than quantity but quality of my work.
Yeah. Gotcha. Wow, Hardick had to flip his laptop upside down under a ceiling fan overnight because it would get heated up a lot. That's amazing. Wow. Circle of Hell. Play blast. Hold on. Play blast with all visible controllers and textures without alpha, because Gavin decided to log you out because this text document noting down dates of an essay was that important.
Fuck you, Gavin.
Yeah. Now look what you made me do. At least there is that, but you can always use play blasts.
That's what you had to use, yeah.
Yeah, like, okay, the rendering is part of the charm, but this is an animation course, and you can see how well animated it is.
You know what would be nice to do? It'd be nice to go back and dig out those, oh, I guess they're Maya files now. It'd be nice to go and dig out those models and make that short.
Okay. Playing devil's advocate here. because I understand why people do this, but you know what would be nice? It'd be nice if courses spent less time teaching you that you need to ink and colour and render and composite your scenes, and spend more time teaching you how to do cool animation and not minding if it's still rough.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like, I would rather submit 3 more assignments that are rough and have 3 more scenes to practice animation on than have to spend 18 weeks polishing and colouring something I've already done.
I think universities now, for animation things, they encourage like teamwork and the diversification of your skill set. Like, not diversification, delegation of the skill set. Like, I know certainly at Duncan of Jordanston, they have animators they have the students work on several group projects in their last year, doing their main skill set on each of them, and it just makes more sense. Like, they work on multiple films, say they're a rigger, then they rig multiple characters, multiple films. If they're a modeler, they model a whole bunch for each of them.
It's just who in an animation course doesn't want to be the animator?
Well, there you go. If you want to work in 3D, if you want to work in animation, all the jobs aren't just animating.
I know, but I'm just saying that I think it's more likely that someone would want to be an animator than someone would want to be, say, an inker. Maybe that's just me.
Yeah, that is
Like,
you. Do you know why that's you? Because you want to be an animator.
I would rather have done more assignments and handed in rough line tests.
I'm not sure they have like university courses for, inking.
No, they don't.
So.
And I do believe that's something that should be taught. I think they should teach inking. Like, I've been animating for a little while now, and I only yesterday realised that when inking you should probably do it piece by piece.
Oh, that was something Al thought.
Yeah, because no one's ever told me anything about inking before. Like, literally. Like, my inking class is me with a biro in my spare time, using it because it's fun.
There's Google.
Yeah, okay. Try Googling animation cleanup art how to.
Okay, there's a documentation about cleanup for Toon Boom.
Yep, so that's how to use the pen tool.
Okay.
There's a definition of cleanup on Wikipedia.
There's an animation tutorial on YouTube.
That's a time lapse of someone cleaning up their thing.
Yeah.
There's some YouTube tutorials, which is cool, but they weren't back then.
Yeah, like these are 2017, 2014. Yeah, like I have to remember there's the time.
But no, it's awesome. Like, YouTube animators and artists, thank you so much for providing the tutorials that are missing from everywhere else. It's just, inking isn't really something that's taught to people. And it's so hard! Like, cleanup is really hard. Cleanup should be taught.
Yeah, how to clean up your work without losing the initial life. I think, you know what, I think that the thing that improves cleanup is solid drawing.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's gonna make the difference between making something that looks go from looking good in the roughs to looking good when it's cleaned up, is solid drawing, line weighting, and like really rendering the 3D form. Not rendering. When I say that, I mean describing the 3D forms in a pleasing way.
Describing them in line.
Yeah.
only.
I think you and Patrick were talking about for storyboarding, or at least like when you're doing roughs, for your initial roughs to be solid, like very soon, very quickly.
Yeah.
Will like push you further as a storyboard artist. It's not why I'm practicing what I'm practicing just now, but I'm trying to practice drawing in line because it's a lot quicker to describe form with line than it is to sculpt it with like paint
I don't know. Actually, I think it depends what you're drawing. Because when I was doing the duck, it was much faster to do that with block shapes than it was to do it with line.
Oh wow, the duck's a very, very simple shape though.
Yes, it is.
Hey Dean students, welcome back to the stream.
Hey Dean students.
John's like, this was your safe place. Where do you have now?
Jordan's here now.
So someone showed their work and they were one of the 2D animators who tried it.
I think Jordan's been talking about the stuff, which I'd be interested to hear about if you're going to read it.
Yeah, okay. So he was saying some people joined animation because there wasn't any concept artist courses, etc. Surprisingly, the majority of my year don't want to be animators. My partner wants to rig, and most people want to be character artists or concept artists. There may be like 3 or 4 of us who want to actually be animators. That's cool.
It displeases me.
Not everyone, like, look at the path that Patrick took into animation.
No.
Okay.
Go on.
Like he was doing was he not doing games development or being a 3D artist first?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he discovered his love for drawing.
He always had a love for drawing.
Did he?
It's always there. Yeah. He just used to use it to design 3D games, and then he did 2D animation. Was like, I'm in love.
Describe that moment again.
That's how it was for me. Rabbit identified my argument strategy.
Okay, Andy, but what about no? Anyway, I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing there, and I'm gonna do a new folder. Cool.
Yeah, I guess I'm not taking into account the people who don't know straight off the bat, like what they want to do. I was lucky enough to know from an early age that this is absolutely 100% what I wanted to do. But that's not the same for everybody. I believe Mike's still trying to figure out what he's trying to do. So there's no pressure to figure it out and go after that super fast. The important thing is that you go after doing the stuff you want to do and you enjoy doing. There doesn't have to be one big goal. It's okay to just enjoy doing what you're doing. I do worry that there's too much emphasis put on that, on finding the thing that you want to do above anything else, because I don't think that is a thing for everybody. So I feel like creating that expectation that everyone has to have this one thing they love more than anything else.
I used to hate doing 3D in university.
You did?
Yeah.
Why did you choose to do it in 3D then?
Because I got over that initial fear of using 3D and started to enjoy it.
So it was fear?
Well, it was a mixture of fear and I found it difficult to approach. like my entry point into 3D was bumpy, because I didn't think I wanted to do it, so I didn't like apply myself. But the teacher was really like abrasive and standoffish, so it was hard to approach him for advice or anything.
Oh, that sucks.
That's fine. It's like he'd went through the games industry, become really jaded by it, and then went into teaching because he still needed a salary. So he's just like, yeah. I was gonna do a course once, and I applied, got in, everything. It was like a master's, and I learned that he was the one that was like running the course, and I quit the first day. I was just like, the next year of my life is gonna be being taught by this person.
Yeah, more of this.
Nope.
Alex says, some people at old uni did some things in After Effects by grabbing intro templates from the internet and changing the text to their names, and then showing it around saying, I want to be a VFX artist. Look! That's not how you VFX.
Some people did some things like that. Yeah.
That's awful. But you know they'll never get anywhere by doing that.
Like, the thing we put together the other day, India found a tutorial to do like the audio thing syncing up visually with the audio, but in the post about it, it's like, yeah, we followed this tutorial to do it. Like,
yeah, not like, look at this boss effect that we invented for this video.
Look at this plugin that we scripted. That would be cool.
Honestly, it was actually really fast to do, you guys, if you want to do like those kind of cool effects on music videos, check it out, because it only took us, well, it would have only taken us 10 minutes if we weren't just tweaking it.
I was cooking potatoes at the same time.
You were potatoes.
Potatoes. Yeah, epic potatoes.
Please submit your video links along with the one-page document, complete submission URL, short breakdown, student what. Also, are you allowed to work in teams for this?
I think you were, yeah.
Oh. I mean, probably I still wouldn't have time. My eyes get big every single time something new is announced that I could take part in, and then I remember that I probably shouldn't take part in it, and I get sad.
It's over now. So.
Yeah, I know. But even back then I was like, should I? Probably not. Movie maker.
I used to have this really cool software that you could make movies in.
Was it Movie Maker?
No, it was what was it? Wait, was it Movie Maker? Is that not like Windows?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Movie Maker. It was. It was 3D Movie Maker.
Okay.
This shit was gold. We could do like a quick quest with 3D Movie Maker.
Why are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 3D. No. What?
Okay, like check this shit out, right? What do you want to do today? Create a new movie? Work on an old movie? Watch a movie? So what you get is this like, this guy.
Oh my god!
And he'd be like, what do you want to do? Do you want to make a movie?
Oh!
And then he'd like just fucking go around everywhere and explain stuff to you.
Who designed him? Who was like, this is an appealing character design?
He was great.
What are you talking about?
And then
why are his eyes like that?
Because I can't remember. Look, he's got a plunger, and then he opens the door.
Is it because of the company being called T, and they wanted a T shape in his eyeballs?
Look at the little robot. Look, now he's a tool guy because you're inside like the toolbox.
This is the worst thing. Oh my god, this is horrible.
It's fucking great. I used to play this all the time as a kid.
I mean, to be honest, it's pretty advanced stuff. The way that they like morph his head so that his eyes are always both facing you.
Yeah, so right, okay, you can pick scenes, and then they give you like a scene, and that's a 3D scene. You can pick different camera angles of the scene.
This might be why you're able to think in 3D slightly more. Because you know what I had?
And then you can get a prop.
Whoa!
And then you can, like, move the prop around,
in
scale
3D?
it. Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah. I used to make movies.
Becoming more impressed.
What's this nightmare creature? So it tracked the frames. You can record it, and I think you just like move the thing like with the mouse over time. So if you moved it faster, and then you could have like he's doing a car chase. Look at this.
This is probably seriously though. This is probably why. If I had this when I was younger, I might have been more able to think in 3D.
Yeah, maybe. Because
you know what I had instead?
What?
The Batman and Robin movie maker,
which
was entirely 2D.
Check this out. Look at all the different characters that you could do.
They're all horrible.
They're all fucking horrible. But you could change their clothing.
Oh, thank goodness. Their problem was the shirt colour.
You can even change their scale.
I can have a giant monstrosity.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
And they had different.
Run scared.
Yeah,
I want to see the remote. Oh no, he's going to get hit by a car.
Maybe he's going to jump out the way. Look,
oh,
look. Yeah, look.
Whoa.
He's going to jump. And you set what he's going to do, and then you record it.
But they didn't move him. So he just jumped on the spot. Oh, was that him? Oh, that was him noticing the car. This person might be an animator. They just use that jump as anticipation.
Yeah.
Can I see it play? I want him to stop adding shit and actually show me the scene now.
There you go.
Here we go. Look at this. High-speed car chase. Look, that was anticipation!
Yeah.
Nice job. I like the scale of the person compared to the cars. Oh, there he is.
And then you save it out.
Oh, what is he? Oh no.
And then you go to the cinema in your movie studio, and you can I don't know why.
He's the only person there.
Oh yeah.
And he runs everything.
He's kind of he's like Wanda.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Wanda is adorable.
I think he talks and stuff.
No, please, I don't want to know.
Oh.
Wanda is adorable and precious and lovely, and this guy is not.
He's adorable.
Look at Batman Robin filmmaker.
Batman and Robin filmmaker.
Yeah, Batman Robin filmmaker.
Can someone draw a fan art of India and this guy? Look,
no.
Look, he's gonna sit with you. And
no. Oh God, he's gonna sit with you.
Yeah.
Please no.
Well, he's not. He's gonna show you the movie.
Go away and do your job. Oh, why is it like a back alley?
There he's been directing and stuff. Anyways, Batman and Robin movie maker.
I think it's cartoon maker. And then you just click on any of those, and this is what I had. You can skip. It's not as good as yours.
Did you draw with it?
No, you pick a thing and it draws it for you.
Oh.
It has various ones you can pick. There you are. They've chosen the ever classic yellow writing on a white background.
Ooh.
I don't know why it's got a white background on stuff. It didn't usually. It normally had transparency.
That is
this
strange.
Amazing.
So this is what you had as a kid.
I made tons of movies in this thing. all the adventures of Batman were documented. My favourite character was Albert the Butler, and I had a recurring series of the adventures of Albert.
What would Albert do?
He would go and try and find Batman to tell him things, and he would inadvertently become wrapped up in plots on the way.
Shenanigans, you might say.
Shenanigans. I call shenanigans.
This isn't even a really good drawing. This isn't a good drawing of this character.
No, I think they gave it to someone to trace on the computer,
and
then they were like, "Here it is, then."
Pure ID. So, there you go.
Yeah, you don't need time to read it. Look, now he's chasing Catwoman.
Oh no, she's climbing up the side of Dodge rolling up the building. There's the bomb.
Uh-oh. Boom!
Please, dude. Okay. I like that the bomb just did, like, the fuse is going, but it's not. Boom!
Oh, money!
I wonder why
Calvin.
none of the transparency is working.
There you are. So that's what I had. And Rabbit's taking my side with this. He's not a friend.
He's awesome.
It feels like she needs a whistle around him. Rabbit said that he used kid pics. He didn't make funny memes with it, but he loved kid pics.
I've not heard of that one.
Yeah,
I've not thought about 3D Movie Maker. I must have been such a weird child. I don't think I even showed my parents like anything I made. Like, I was just like in my room
with that guy.
Yeah. Hey, don't make it sinister now.
I don't need to even try. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do these eyes. It seems weird, but I'll try it. This white onion skin is bad.
I'm sad that I have no access to where all of those movies will have been made.
Yeah, I'd like to show people Time to Hire Butler, which was my magnum opus.
Oh shit, Jordan says they taught him that program as a kid. He understands me.
Whoa!
Have I just made like a kindred connection with Jordan?
You made a friend.
Yeah, I used to have this guy who would like see crime and then he would transform into giant baby and try and thwart the crime.
Why would he do that?
I don't know. There's a limited selection of models, and I think when he was super big, like he clipped too much, but the baby was like, it looked big, but was still like good scale. If you know what I mean, like it was still in shot. So I was like, the baby kind of fits better. And he would try and thwart. He was like giant baby man.
Giant baby man. It sounds like my worst nightmare. You know, one thing which really freaks me out is in comedy sketches when they think it's really funny to have a grown man in a diaper.
It's not good.
Acting like a baby. Like, that's used in a lot of comedy sketches.
That's in.
And the laugh track always seems to make it seem really funny, but to be honest, that always really freaked me out.
Do you reckon that's why there's like a commentary on that or a parody of that in Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs?
Maybe.
Because they have Brent is like the sardine baby dude.
Yeah, and it still creeps me out a little bit in that, but I think it's a bit better because it's animated. There's something about seeing a real ass dude.
Oh yeah.
Who's like 40 or 50 in a nappy, like acting like a baby, is just one of the creepiest things to me. I hate it so much.
Coming to cinemas near you.
I don't think it's funny.
Giant baby man.
No, please.
Well, so it was okay in Captain Underpants.
Yeah, it was. I was still like, oh god, please no, not the thing again. But it was better than that because the character designs are pretty appealing.
Okay.
Tip said this year has been very enlightening in learning the origins of YouTube. That's where we were spawned.
What else did I like do as a kid? Did you ever play with Lego?
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Lego's the bomb.
Yeah. Okay.
Lego's the best.
Because that's building stuff in 3D.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love Lego. Lego's really cool. I more like just inventing things than Lego. That was awesome.
Yeah. I had Kinects as well for a bit, and I remember building a vehicle that contained another vehicle.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah.
Cookie exchange.
The cookie is between us. We can't go back.
So what about you guys? Like, what made you decide that you were going to get into animation? I don't think I've ever actually asked anyone that before.
That's a weird one not to have asked.
I guess so. I guess because I don't really feel like I had a particular point.
You were just born to animate.
No. It's just people always say, like, what was the movie that you saw that made you want to be an animator? And I was like, well, there wasn't really one for me. But, so it feels like a weird question to ask, but I'm interested in how everyone decided that that's something they wanted to pursue. I want to know everyone else's origins now.
I think for me, I have always watched animation. Like I never stopped. And it's weird to say, like, why would you stop watching animation? But I think there is a kind of stigma around animation as being for kids that didn't register with me. I was still watching like Tom and Jerry throughout high school. Like I would go home at lunchtime and watch Tom and Jerry because it's awesome. But I wanted to work in games in high school, so a lot of that involved 2D drawing and art and animation. Like that was part of what made games awesome for me, was the visuals.
I believe you haven't watched Wild yet, no. Hardik wants to try his soul dead. Oh.
What's Wild?
It's a movie that she recommended a little while back. Rabbit says, Tributes of Belleville made me realise it because it was the first movie I saw that made me realise animation wasn't just some lofty thing that was made by some company called Pixar. Which is awesome. Yeah. It can be so many different styles, so many different things, and done by so many different people. And Jordan says, for me, games, and I wanted to do, let me scroll up. I wanted to make things like them. So I used to do loads of stop motion and PowerPoint paint animations when you were younger. That's awesome too.
That's really cool.
And Elaine remembered that her mom rented the VHS of Princess Mononoke when she was 10 because she thought it was Totoro.
I remember having a crush on a girl in high school, and her screen name on like an instant messenger was the title of a Ghibli film. So that's how I discovered Ghibli.
That's why you got into art in the first place.
Oh, well, yeah.
It's Mike when he got into art because he was trying to impress a girl.
Yeah. And that's just my day to day now.
Well, like, the reason doesn't matter so much. It's a good thing that you got into it.
I think I would say that's how I got back into it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like I drew as a kid a lot.
And then you stopped.
And then I stopped, yeah.
I started playing rugby instead.
I did not start playing rugby instead.
Put down your pencil and you picked up your rugby ball and you're like, alright boys.
I think there's a testament to be said that you sound more manly than I ever could.
This is my like fanfiction that I'm writing.
Alright boys.
Alright boys.
I think you're just basing this on my brother. Like,
going for a ball around.
This is your point of reference.
Yeah. I never had any brothers or sisters. I don't know how it works. He says we both realised it was not Totoro. But we loved it and rented it every day for 3 months until the video store just gave it to us. Oh, Elaine, that's such a cool story. I also remember watching Mononoke too young and was just like, oh no! His arms! But I didn't have such a heartwarming story of going back and renting it again and giving it to us. That's really nice. It's also really nice that you and your mum got to do that together. That's super sweet.
Tib says there. Okay.
There's two events.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find where she said the first one.
On a school trip, when I was 10, we did stop motion animation in Macromedia Flash.
The best stop motion software.
And that was amazing.
And then, a couple of years later, got into Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 and wanted to make custom scenery. So I started learning 3D modeling, and then I liked that more than playing the game. That's cool. I remember there's a online, well, it's like a mobile game maker, no, online multiplayer game maker thing called Beyond Your Own Net Dream? Anyway, you call it Beyond, but it doesn't have an E in it, it's an acronym. And if you've ever heard of like there's one about like a game you play where you're on a space station and you have to role play as someone on the space station. That was built in it to give you an indication, and it's mostly like 2D top-down sprite games. And I remember playing a Dragon Ball Z Beyond game when I was like in high school. And getting a kick out of the fact like you could roleplay as one of the characters, or you could like be one of the races. There was this thing where there was a certain location you could go to, and in the show they do a lot with like heightened gravity to increase like training. You get stronger by like moving around in a high gravity environment. So the way they simulated it in this game was in certain areas it took you longer to move around, and every time you moved around you gained XP, but it would drain your stamina. And so you would just have like these locations where people would just be running around in a circle around like the central tower, just like constantly
farming XP.
What a shit game. The road to becoming a Super Saiyan in that game is a circle.
Hardick says, I don't remember exactly, but when I was little I decided to Google animation. Got a Macromedia Flash thing and animated yellow stickmen teleporting and stuff. It was fun, but then the desire died. Hardick, what happened after that? Because you got back into it. And then what?
Literally believe stop motion was the cause of Blizzard.
Oh whoa, Elaine's sister got really into the early sim games and started creating her own 2D textures for it so she could have lizard people. That's awesome! I want Argonians. She made parrots into feathered dinosaurs. That's so cool. Your sister sounds so cool. Really. And Rabbit says, first thing I did with animation was instant media class in middle school, where we used one of those pivot stick figure animators, though I was never any good at it. Huh, that's cool. I guess my first time animating was, I had this software on my laptop that allowed me to animate very small pixel things. But I basically didn't animate until I got to college. I just knew that I wanted to. I was like biding my time, you know? Like, I was like, oh, I have this animation software, but I don't have any other animation software. When I get to college or university and study animation, they'll teach me how to do it. So I'll just practice like drawing until then. Because in university I'll be able to do it. So I basically didn't animate until I got there. Which was a mistake. because I realise now that I could have been animating the entire time.
Yeah.
But no one had told me, hey, you don't need software to animate. Hey, let me show you how to just do it with paper.
The internet's really helped people who are
hey,
aspiring to do something connect with people who are already doing it.
Yeah, like, hey, you don't need a light box, you don't need animation paper, you don't need a peg bar.
You just need you.
Yeah, you don't need books. Yeah, you can be experimenting and learning and trying it now. You don't need any of that stuff. I wish I'd known that.
I wish you'd known that.
But that's okay.
You can help.
Yes, I hope so.
Others now. It's kind of like if you you're in like an abusive parent offspring relationship, and you choose like what you would do differently if you had your own kid. It's like, how was I treated as an up and coming animator, and what would I do differently? And now you're like rebelling against your animation upbringing.
It's hard though, isn't it? It's kind of like parenting in that.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That's what I'm laughing at, although you can't quite see it.
Hold on, let me turn around so I can see it on your screen. Oh no! Oh no!
So cute.
No! He's the worst! Why is he so scary? Why is he so scary? Oh.
Hey, clumsy Martian.
Oh my god, Rabbit, that's beyond terrifying. It's like my worst nightmare.
Can I like get the...
Post it to us, Rabbit, in the peg bar so we can keep it. I want to keep it forever. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like parenting in a way, in that you have to be very careful not to accidentally reteach things to the next people who want to do it, just because that's the way you learned it.
Yeah.
Like, you have to keep thinking, okay, I learned it that way, but was that the best way to learn it?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of things that I think you fall into as a parent where you're like, well, that's the way I did it. And it might not necessarily be the best thing.
He's posted it. Like, now you can see it properly.
Thank you.
I love him. He's so cute.
Tips moved towards puppet animation because of My Little Pony. But quickly realised how much you wanted to draw things instead of trying to shuffle around 2D puppets. Yeah, Tibbs. I did the same thing. It took me getting a job doing that to realise that maybe that wasn't actually what I was into. But sometimes it takes trying it to know. And Hardik says, and also hello, Clumsy Martian. But Hardik says, he doesn't know why he got back into it. It's like he regretted wasting 2 years at school where he could do nothing else but school. It felt so horrible, and he decided that he'd do what he wants after school.
That's cool. Yeah.
Which is when we started streaming.
What?
Hey! I'm so glad that you got into it, Hardik, because you're such a good animator.
That's so cool. Oh, Ryan Robinson in the Discord was like, "Oh, don't pick on McZ."
That was the character's name.
No!
His name was McZ.
No, why
Yeah.
was he called McZ? Because he was on the Z-axis. Original.
That might have been why.
I'm so scathing. That's not a bad name, to be fair.
McZ.
McZ. But he is really creepy.
Elephant Stream is all about that idea in the first Blender open movie, all about how there are better ways to do these things, and everyone teaches that they do these things. Everyone teaches that they learn.
Yeah, everyone teaches what they learned, rather than the best way.
Okay, so this is pretty flat staging, so maybe it'd be better if she was like coming into the foreground a little more. I had this idea where like this character's like hiding behind a tree, and
Oops.
The character's like walking and then walking by the tree and is like over here in the next panel doing something. Original idea, do not steal. Maybe they're climbing up here or something. Just to show like progression of time.
Ooh, Trashbot says remember to save what you're working on.
Save.
Save!
Maybe it was like he was teaching animation from A to Z.
See, you heard it? Give Max a pet from us. Keep on being awesome. Pixie, like, as in he's a Z, at the end of the alphabet where he belongs.
Oh.
So what do you guys think is the next step for animation in terms of studios and stuff? There's been a lot of studios that have just been operating mainly online and hiring freelancers.
Yeah, I think that's probably how it's gonna start to go. Is like it's probably gonna be more cost effective to not have large studios, and maybe the Yoda approach where you've got a lot of freelancers collaborating together for short bursts and then like moving on to a new project.
Oh, no, night comes in Martian.
Which is a little sad because like you don't have that day-to-day interaction and outside of work time.
Enjoy breakfast, Ellie. Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, there's something about a studio environment where you're all in the same place. That's special. It does teach you faster to be around people when you can see what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know the last time that we did live drawing on the stream, like,
Yeah.
did the stream get blocked because of nudity?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
But that might just be because we're not that known.
Yeah. No! There's a spilled coffee on her desk.
Shit.
No!
No. Has it got onto anything valuable?
Well, the computer probably.
Do you know who started streaming these days? Declan Shalvey started streaming. He's got a he uses his phone and streams directly from that to through the Twitch app.
How do you guys feel about me streaming 2D animation?
She means traditionally like drawing a desk.
Also, Mike.
Yeah?
Can I ask you a favour?
Yeah?
Would you phone the estate agents for me?
Yeah. But I'll do that at 9:15.
You do it now.
They open at 9:30 in India.
I'll do it at 9:30.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought they opened at 9.
No.
Okay. Now that makes sense then. 9:15 it is. Because I know people get into the office 15 minutes early to start work. That's what we're gonna do.
Sib says, that sounds heckin' cool in the eye. Do it.
Okay. Maybe I will. Like, when we get to a new place, I'm hoping that we can make a setup for it.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of hoping to do the Girl in the Glim stuff traditionally.
The comic? Or the animation?
The animation.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. I did not know this.
I'm sure I told you this.
Okay.
The other day. So.
Maybe I just assumed you meant the comic.
Maybe. Give me your coffee arm. Give it to me. I'm losing head dimensions a bit. I need to make sure that I don't make the head get too big for me, which it is at the minute. I might have to fix that later.
You can do that again in the future. Tibbs was gonna have a nice station in her apartment for traditional animation.
Oh, yeah, Tibbs, you can do that again. I'm really sorry that everything didn't work out with that. Super bad timing for everything. Ooh! You've got everything else, Tibbs. I'm jealous. I heard that Patrick started. He knew someone at Power House who had one of those old animation desks.
They didn't want it anymore.
And yeah, they sold it. Disney bought it from them. If my dad wasn't getting on in years, I would ask him to build me an animation desk. But I feel bad now because he's meant to be retired. And I know that's a heck of a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I don't need one. It's something I'd like to have, but it's not a need. It's a luxury item.
I'm realizing this is probably one of the first times I've thumbnailed a comic.
Yeah. How are you finding it?
Trying not to overdraw, but still trying to get the information down.
How is it filming on stream?
It's fine. Ooh, we gotta go, gorsh.
It's really interesting because I find it very, very difficult to film on stream because I'm thinking so hard all the time when I'm doing it.
Okay. Yeah. distracted as well. Maybe I'm a little distracted, but. Gosh. I guess that was an MBZ 360. Thank you for the following. India.
Yeah?
I have decided something and I want to run past the decision past you.
Okay.
I think it would be cool if our follower animation that comes up is Quack the Duck. Because there's a lot of charm and appeal in that duck, and people like the duck.
I mean, okay, I feel like it's more of an in-joke between people here. Like, I don't know whether it's gonna be immediately, like, gettable for someone who's just come in.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't be.
And it feels like anything which is kind of exclusionary to people who have just come in might not be the best thing to have to announce that they become a follower.
Okay, but remember how surprised you were by how well that took off on Twitter?
Yeah.
The duck is approachable on the level of, like, you just see the duck and you don't, there's no explanation needed for the duck.
But if you're thinking the animation,
yeah.
then yeah.
Yeah,
like
I would.
Thinking the quack.
As in the sound.
No, as in the picture of the duck doing the quack that we use all the time.
Oh no, I mean like having little snippets of the animation of him like doing his little like head thing going out of the water, or like having like a little loop of the animation.
Yeah, I guess that would be bad.
Okay. I'll take that as a yes.
Hand Roo's animation table. Is it easy to rotate the disc, or do you have to push it real hard to rotate it? It depends. like a lot of things, the animation desk which we used in my university, the discs on them, on some of them they were super loose, and on some of them they were harder to push around. I don't know what the difference was. I'm assuming they all start fairly easy to push around.
Grease.
It still takes a little bit of heft just because it's a big plastic disc, so there is like a weight to it, but oh no, it doesn't move by itself when you're drawing. It's not that easy to push around.
Elena, they're showing the
Walk.
The duck. Oh man, 1 second. Still switched. Doesn't show as good. Still Doig. Doesn't show as good. Okay, I give up. Still stream. We need to make sure that all of the cool images are either square or narrow. Correctly.
Or find a better setup for the chat so it works.
Yeah.
Like up on side seems really good.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it makes our screen so small.
Yeah. Like you can't really vertically stack our streams that well.
Well, you can, but they would be pretty small.
They'd be smaller, yeah. Aline asked whether you have a preference and whether the disc is loose or harder. I guess.
I like it loose. Like it still doesn't move when I'm drawing on it, but it makes rotating it easier. I didn't use it all that much though. I used it more for inking than anything.
Is that just because you could like turn it to get the arcs?
Yeah.
I do wonder why you don't do that digitally since it's available.
Me too. I should do it more. It's something I have to consciously think about. I think it's because I have to like go select the tool, which disturbs my drawing. When I'm drawing on paper, I don't even need to think, it's instinctual. I just turn the paper as I'm drawing, and it doesn't disturb my flow at all. I continue drawing as I turn the paper. When I'm on a program, I have to stop, think, what's the shortcut? Then think, I don't know, I'd better just select it to make sure I don't do anything weird. Then I have to look over to my tools, move my mouse over, select it, bring it back, rotate it, deselect that tool to get back to the drawing tool, and then start drawing again. So it completely disturbs the train of thought I was having. It would be easier if I remembered the shortcuts, but even then you can't draw without switching the tool back. So I think it's just a bit less instinctual for me.
Yeah. Like you were saying, it would be great if it would work with Cintiq Touch.
It does. But I've told you, the problem with Cintiq Touch is that it registers my palm.
Yeah.
So if I have the touch on, even though it's really cool to be able to zoom in and rotate things, whenever I draw, I get things keep being selected over where my palm is, or menus keep opening where my palm is, which stop me from drawing. Like it's not the best. Is there a way to rotate the canvas increaser tips which isn't by a set amount of degrees? Because at the minute the only way I know how to do it is, I think, C and X or something.
Tip says, India, your tablet should have PAM rejection. Update your drivers.
Hand rejection.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It rejects your PAM as a touch. Like, if you had put your PAM down.
Wouldn't it have had that when I got it? Because I'm pretty sure when I got it, it was like, yeah, no, it doesn't register your palm. And then it did. And I was like, aha. Because this tablet is, how many years old? 2? The Cintiq?
2 to 3.
Would it have had it back then? Because I feel like I got told that it wouldn't do that, and then it did, and I was like, aha, yeah, okay.
Like, it depends how you set it up. I'm not sure. I think it'd be worth looking into, because if you can, like,
I mean, when I say up, I installed the latest driver, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if it worked, it would be definitely worth it.
Then you'd be flip-flopping around everywhere.
That would be. I've got to say, it was a thrill when I first got my Cintiq opening Maya. Because you can just rotate the models and stuff around with your hands. It was really cool.
There was a bug in a version of the driver a while ago where the PAM rejection stopped working, and then it was fixed.
Oh, I wonder whether I happened to get the one where it just wasn't working.
Wouldn't that just be the way?
It would. I will update my drivers after the stream and check it out. Thanks, Tips. That would be amazing if it started working. I don't want to get my hopes up.
When were you thinking of doing the life drawing?
I was thinking of doing it like 15 minutes ago.
Ah.
But then I didn't do it. Do you guys want to have like 5 minutes of live drawing?
That
now,
could be,
just to round off.
that could be 5 1-minute poses.
My head performing in scale.
We got another doodle from Rabbit. Let's see.
What's the doodle?
Quack. Quack. It's so cool.
Let me see.
Um,
Ha! That's awesome. It's got the duck.
yeah.
Quack, 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 quack. It's got your duck by the fire.
Yeah, well that was Rabbit was saying that the vibe of our stream was like a campfire being attended to by a duck. And that's what prompted me to draw
Oh my god.
the vibes picture.
That's so funny.
There we go. Quack.
And I'll finish this off tomorrow, probably.
Cool. Are you wanting to wear the same sort of clothing that you have? There's a little icon, little yellow orange t-shirt.
I think so, yeah.
Cool.
It seems to be our colours.
Yeah. Tim says that she'll see what buttons that she's pressing to navigate and send you a message about it when she gets up.
Oh, thank you. That'd be really cool. Thanks very much. I will learn to navigate. Soon they will call me the navigator.
Yeah, so I think I'm looking forward to making our emotes or our like stream reactions be the duck. It's gonna be fun. Like it's only a few seconds long, so I can maybe just play the whole thing, but I thought it might be cool to like choose moments and loop them maybe. I don't know. The whole thing's pretty cool.
Oh, don't render. So I will need my head to continue going around in the arc, which it will. I need more frames for that though, than the frames I currently have. So I will add some more frames and do that. It starts off well enough, but then as I realise I have like 2 frames to get back, the motion is ruined. So I'm just going to take my time and make it work.
Yeah, can we see it play?
Yeah, I was just playing it.
I missed it.
I'm just making some adjustments. So between here and here, we'll need more frames. Probably just with my head. That hand is out of control. So.
That's not the right one. That's the right one.
What is it?
I clicked on stream soon instead of dual stream. I was when you were playing your animation, I was showing your screen larger. Yeah.
Get that cook going in a nice arc to begin with. So I like it on the way over, but the way back is still a lot of work, I think. Okay though.
I think I'm realizing that I think when I first thought of and was designing this character, the old man, he reminds me of Ack a little. So
Yeah.
I might just lean into that. And yeah.
I think Ack's a good model for him.
Yeah. It might make doing his expressions and his personality easier to grasp than that for me.
Ack is a good friend of Mike.
Yeah.
Use them friends.
So what are you saying about comic pages? Everything's about intention. So like the beat of this page is like this character 1 is being observed by character 2. So I thought it'd be cool if you could be peeking out of the frame and then she could be like
I'll do a bit of fixing on the
semi-aware
wall.
of him.
Because it bends way too much, so it shortens. But I'll fix it. But for now, I'll save it. Oh no! I keep hitting that by accident. Oh yeah.
Sleepy Sheep Green says, the animation's so smooth already. I love it.
Oh, thanks very much. There's a few problems with it, especially with the head, but I'll fix them tomorrow. Elaine's asking if I'll ride around in spaceships stealing Twinkies. I'm not sure what that's in relation to, but I definitely will do that.
I'm not sure what that's in reference to either.
Like, I will definitely do that. Animation and comics are both great.
That's why we do both.
Well, I guess we should head off.
Oh, I thought you were going to do life drawing.
Well, I was, but it's 7 minutes past 9. And we've got to
Okay.
call the estate agents at 15:15.
Okay, fair enough. Thanks everyone for joining this morning. It's been a cool... It's from the movie The Navigator.
Awesome.
Love that movie.
Because I'd be the best navigator.
Yeah.
Once Tips gives me the tips. See? That's gonna happen. So I'm depending on all you guys to go away and do half an hour worth of live drawing now. Because that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out.
Thank you.
It's been a good morning.
I hope the rest of your day...
It's filled
Woo!
adventure! Bye bye!
Bye bye now. Bye bye.